We are Hippocamp. This is Mike, and I'm David. And we'd like to share a personal story from Mike and his family.
Sure. I am a father of three, and I want to talk to you about my eldest daughter, Megan. Megan was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3. And she went through what we went through as a family, 4 years of intensive therapy every day. And the results were spectacular. I mean, you would never tell that Megan had any sort of disorder. So everything was going great for a while. But recently, we started to see some major problems with Megan. With her confidence, with her anxiety levels, and even her motor skills. It's like she's been taking a step back. So I took the initiative to force the doctors to test her cognitive testing, her memory, what's going on in her head. And it came back that Megan had a major deficit in her spatial thinking skills. So I'm like, oh, what does this mean? So I called an expert in the field. And I said, what do I do? And her response was, your best bet is to find content on the internet or to play with blocks. The content she's talking about is a very powerful tool. And it's a mental rotation exercise that is proven to do some amazing things for our kids' spatial skills. So what do? We have no different options in terms of treatment. But the good news is that we're finding that these skills can be trained, and sometimes with dramatic results. Professional opinion. Trained with dramatic results. So what we've done is, so I researched further and found a link between spatial skills and augmented and virtual reality. Augmented virtual reality as a useful tool for spatial training. And what we're trying to do at Hippocamp is simply combine the two technologies, AR, VR, and this mental exercise rotation of objects, and hopefully we can make things better for Megan and kids like him.
Great, thank you. So I want to give us a little bit more background here. Dyspraxia is the condition that of these disorders, including autism, which is strongly related to spatial awareness and things, and that's what we're focusing on, especially for today. So this is definition, talked with some things, and it affects memory, affects his focus, it causes anxiety, frustration, clumsiness, and with the training that we currently have that is inaccessible, it actually does prove that you can increase awareness and other things. Currently, the children in America are estimated at 35.6 million affected. 10% mild, 4% moderate, 2% severe. The major cost, though, is the lack of this curriculum or program based off of the study. It just doesn't exist. Parents are being forced to try to be the therapist, the researcher, all these things. They have to sacrifice their time, their budgets, and it's just failing. So parents, we estimated, someone like Mike, spends about 2 weeks of his own personal time making sure they get to the therapist as well as at home, being that in-home professional. And the budget, lifetime cost spent per child on just this disorder is $2.4 million. This is the foundational study that does the exercise that we are going to leverage with AR. And this is a potential, like a game, an app, 3-dimensional AR. Oops. And projection-based, marker-based, there's any number of things. And this sort of technology also exists. It's becoming much more affordable, easier to do. So I want to talk about, we see Hippocamp with this particular application being the most effective, the lowest cost of entry in terms of pain points. We are thinking about marking it at about $7. I'll get to that in a moment. Science-based methodology, proven technology, easier access, lower cost. Good job. We haven't been able to test it yet. Oops.
3 minutes for judges.
What is your cost to make the application? How many kids do you have to get there? I mean, how big is this market?
So based on this research we've been able to conduct so far, we have an estimate of $50,000. That's just one bit. So we'd want to really go into the details more with that as kind of a ballpark. But then there'd be additional costs on top of it, but just for the creation of an app. But I myself and other people in the area could definitely help us hack something more, quick and dirty using the tools that are more accessible, just to kind of test it more before we get to that.
So the study that you cited on there was 1971.
Yeah.
So what's more recent?
It isn't. So this specific exercise, this mental rotation exercise, has been cited in hundreds of studies. So this skill, developing this skill to be able to mentally rotate objects in your mind, that's what we're trying to accomplish. And it is proven to not only improve spatial skills, but it's proven to improve performance in the STEM disciplines, improve creativity, and do just a lot of really great things for kids.
So there's no commercial product or program that they can give to a parent or an occupational therapist currently. There's a bunch of studies, but no actual application.
The study is very famous. It's the only one that's used. It's used in a lot of intelligence tests and training type things, but it's not used in the commercial product.
As far as your customer user expansion, on that one slide, you had like ADHD,
Yeah, it's
dyslexia.
part of the family, and some have more specific issues, like speech or whatever. But this one that we started with, we have a proven method that actually does help that. And dyspraxia is the number one that we've said that would benefit most, and the others might benefit more from it too.
Yeah. Kids with learning disabilities have spatial deficits. Dyspraxia, by definition, is problems with spatial skills. Autism is a big problem with that, ADHD, but this dyslexia is on the other extreme. Dyslexics have superior spatial skills, and that's also part of the thing is, how smart can we make our kids? Let's take these dyslexic kids, push them in this level, and see what happens. Yeah.
So I'm just curious about, so there are no competitors?
There are other apps that hone in on a specific focused motor skill, but nothing with spatial awareness yet.
All right.